Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this one we will be looking at tips and tricks for Minecraft Dungeons. I'm going to start it off here, and then I'm going to go into a world. Don't know which one I'm going to do, probably not one that's too hard, but first off, let's start it off right here. You see your next is remember to get these lobby chests. They give you 50 emeralds. I mean, I think they might give you different things, but I'm not sure. There was one over here, but I got that one. And you can't open that chest in the blacksmith area or the trader. Oh, that would be funny. I didn't know about. See, there's another one right back here. I didn't even know about this one. Yeah, if you just look around, they're really obvious places. They're like everywhere, as you can see. So I'm gonna start making my way back up here. And for the next one, I'm just gonna look at the inventory real quick. So, in your inventory, I'm gonna salvage this since this is the worst version of it there. So, obviously you need to salvage some stuff just to get the enchant points back. If it's just bad and you want the emeralds back, that's also just a good way to get them back. But the thing is, you need to remember, different swords are good for different times. Like this claymore, this is really good for boss fights and just giant hordes of mobs. Cause look at the damage. See, it did over 120 damage. And then if there's a group of mobs, which you should be able to see when we go into a map, it hits like all of them if they're surrounding you. So I like the claymore for that. Then also the mace is good in the same way, except it has less power and more speed and less area. So I use this in the same time. I usually use it between claymore and mace. I usually use just whichever one is a higher combat level. I don't know why I have two maces. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. And also, when you salvage things, make sure to check the enchant. If there's 2 enchant spots, that usually means it's usually better than. And also keep multiple, and it's same with bows, armor, and even artifacts. Sometimes you'll just need different things. Like usually when I know a boss fight's coming up, I'll go into my inventory and just completely change it for the boss fight. That's just, I like the enchants on this one, because Echo's really good and Committed is pretty good. But just a 6 combat difference, it's just, the enchants are useless at that point. So, and then Thundering, I also like that, so just get that. I could upgrade it twice even if I want. And then the Truth Seeker, I just use it if I'm really in the need of souls. Daggers, they do barely any damage, but they're fast. They're really fast, and they're also close range, so I don't use them too much. The Cutlass is just a better version of the normal sword in my opinion. Has decent area, pretty bad, I guess, power, and the speed is decent, I'd say. Then for bows, this is my favorite bow and I use it almost all the time. It's level 30 and it's the heavy crossbow, so it does insanely good damage. And you don't even need to power it up. So like, I really like the power bow, but if I use it, I need to charge it up just to get the max amount of damage, and that still isn't even as much as the heavy crossbow. I just keep the auto crossbow on me because it's just a good rapid fire. Trick bow, it's okay. Again, I just keep it on me. I don't see, again, this one has 2 enchants and this one only has 1, but just the fact that it's a 6 combat damage different, or whatever that means, it's just too much. The enchants, yeah, like I said, the enchants don't matter by that point. And make sure you have a good amount of inventory slots left, because if you go into a map you haven't played before, you're probably gonna get more than 6 new items, and I only have 6, so I would probably salvage I haven't really realized what that's useful for. I just don't think I've used it right, but and it's only power 18, so I'm just gonna salvage that. The longbow, I never really liked the longbow, so salvage that. And then great hammer, I like the hammers. So, and then armor. I just usually use the highest power and the most and the best enchanted. Like, I have 2 of these, but that's just because this one has deflect and burning, which both of those combined are really good, but this is a higher power level, so I usually use this one. So, enough with the inventory. Let's get into a mission. Just to show this, I think I might go in Desert Temple. 16, no. Cacti Canyon. Default 4. Yeah. It's just I'll do 4. It's just to show my point, so.
The Arch-Illager seeks to summon armies of the undead using a power that rests deep within an ancient and forgotten desert temple. Finding the temple, however, is an adventure.
I'm gonna skip over that real fast. Right now, I'm using the daggers just because I think the start of this level, you should be really good for the daggers. See, it's so fast that no, it has barely any damage. It's stupid. Always make sure you know how to take it. That's another really good thing. And your arrows. You need to know how many arrows you have. Still don't know what the point of those stone creepers are. Those always confuse me, but they never do anything to me, so I don't really care. And I think somewhere really close is a good time, since there's going to be a giant horde coming up. I would switch to the Claymore. Because you see how slow it is? It does so much damage. It's stupid. I think the village we're trying to get, the village like halfway into this level is coming up. It's it's only like a quarter into the level. It's coming up really close, so that's why I switched to the Claymore, because it's pretty much faster. I just switched a bit too early. I don't really use the normal, like, I don't really use the evened out ones, swords anymore. See, like, there's so many mobs, I'm just hitting them all. And know how much health you have, because you need to know when to drink too. And also just throw TNT where the mobs are usually coming from, that's what I usually do. You can see I just really failed to do that. Oh, and something else I didn't mention in the inventory is always have a stun artifact on you. It's so good. If you don't have a stun artifact on you, it doesn't go well. So as you can see, I'm low, so I'm sort of trying to get away from these guys, but I accidentally ran into more. And I just let it heal, and I just do that. I should use my stun, since using my stun, that stuns everything around you, so that's good. So I just save it for big hordes, because it takes a little while to recharge. It's not going well. And the sprinting ability is also good. Just activate the rocket, I guess. And I accidentally used it. Yeah, that was a waste. And then also always check the map pretty rapidly. I usually check it more than I am right now. But just check the map for chests, because sometimes the chests just blend in with the environment and they appear on the map, but since there's no mini-map, you don't realize that till you actually check the map. And if you're just trying to like grind out levels or items, just go to everywhere, because usually there will be at least a small horde in every little corner. The supplies and emeralds don't appear on the map, so those you just need to look for yourself. And then I think there's the gold key on this. I think this is one to show the gold key. I'll cut that if I find the gold key part. Okay, so I'm coming back here because this is I'm gonna have a mini boss fight right now. This is one of the annoying. This is on the annoying side of it, because in this one there's four decent mini bosses. So I just beat them, but those ones suck, so just get, sorry, I couldn't talk while I was doing that, but what I usually do on those ones is I just I just get outside of the fort, just try to get as far away from it as possible, and then when they're all four in front of you, coming at you, just use one of the ones that are good for getting multiple at a time. So here's one of the key ones. So there's usually going to be mobs, and usually there's usually going to be a lot of mobs, so I would just keep using the long range sword, whichever long range sword you have equipped. And then over here, just, yeah. Usually before the first key, he's gonna spawn either just like a horde or ambush or something. So just watch out for that. Yeah, that was a pretty quick one. I thought it would be longer. Yeah, see, I picked up the key, and those like Enderman teleport or like Ender Pearl noises. That usually comes when the Arch Villager is spawning things in. So usually when I'm in a fight, I just try to unlock it as fast as possible, then kill the mobs. I couldn't do that in this case because the mobs are just guarding it really well. But you usually do that because whenever you take a good amount of damage, the key just starts trying to run away from you. Falls off your back and runs away, which when you're caught up in a fight and you don't notice, then it goes all the way back to where it was. So yeah, there's usually going to be one random colored key. See, I didn't even seconded notice that the key was anymore. There's usually going to be a random colored key before the gold key comes, and then just take the gold key. Just went right by the skeletons and unlocked it, and come and kill them. And that was a pretty bad time. Oh, I thought I unlocked it, but I didn't. See, I didn't even notice he ran away. That's why I kept trying to unlock it. And that's for taking a second. So I'm just gonna stun on it. Crazy. I'm actually gonna use my speed just to get through here a little bit faster. Just use my stun real fast. My stun artifact. And also the reason mobs are randomly getting stunned without me doing anything is I have these snowball enchantment on my armor, and it's like every 3 seconds you can upgrade that to 2, and then every second it stuns a random mob near you. So sometimes, see, that mob just randomly got stunned without me using any sort of artifact. So that's, I think it's a pretty good enchantment, but I rely on stuns a lot. I think this is another ambush, yeah. So just stun him. This is why thundering is good, because you hit one and then the rest usually get at least a little bit damage. Is that the whole thing? So yeah, just fight off these guys. Oh, I think I was gonna... Yeah, don't do that, because I lost a good amount of health by doing that. think I ate an apple or something because I all of a sudden started regenerating. Enter the temple. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the end. This is the end, so...
You found the
That's
ancient desert
everything I
temple.
got, so...
Who knows what truths and treasures
Like,
await you inside?
subscribe for more content like this. I think I might be starting a series, or whenever there's like a new update, I go through the patch notes and I just play through a game and talk about the new update. I feel like that. I don't know. I'd watch that.
See, if it's like one different, but then two but then like enchant different, I'm not gonna salvage it, but also I use the one or two enchants. Yeah. I mean, kind of useless. I don't even use. Sorry, and then I think I'll do power because look how little the power is. So, Grim, I don't really like it because this one looks just better. I mean, the backpack's cool and all, but the armor just isn't that good, so just gotta get rid of it. I think we level up it gives me more space because I don't have this much space. So I don't show them. I just saved it, but I never ended up using it. So I'm like, this is good, but it's just not good enough right now. Like the beacon, I just unlocked a different version of that. But this is, it's just a combination of the shock powder and the one I had before, the speed one. Beats the swiftness. So yeah.
That's all I got. Good. Bye. Trying to wave with my sword. There.